Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we doing? Okay, yesterday I posted a video on the proper ventilating of a Rinnai tankless heater. And I kind of briefly touched on the vertical ventilation. And I don't think I really mentioned a lot about it. And that has probably been one of the biggest questions that I receive through either email or phone conversation is how these units are vented. So I want to touch on this subject of just vertical ventilation. Okay, so we have one of the RL series, or it could be the V series. Now remember, this is internal only. And it could be that you replaced your water heater from a garage or a utility room, mechanical room, whatever. And now you're putting the unit on a wall. And the best way to do it is like I explained yesterday with the horizontal termination kit, which is either 11.5 or 19 inches. It comes with an elbow, and it would basically just go right out the wall of the room that it's in. But if, just say you're in interior, you have your kitchen or living room, and you can't vent it, and you want to go up through the existing hole that your water heater was vented out of. Well, you can't use, Michael, you can't use the B vent, the double wall vent. You cannot vent this. Even though you can get this on here, it cannot be used. The unit will burn itself out. It is not designed to go through the B vent or a masonry chimney. So, what are you going to use? You're going to use Rinnai's, and I didn't have this yesterday, and I picked one up today. This is their vertical vent, okay? This is for non-condensing only because it has the metal inside. They make it for the condensing model, which is polymer and plastic. This one here has the metal, okay? Now, what you're going to find is the B-vent comes through the sheetrock ceiling and somehow maybe makes a turn and goes up through your roof. Now, I didn't happen to find one today, but you're going to find something similar to this, which is, can you see that? That's kind of what the roof boot looks like on your roof. And you're going to have the B-vent sticking through it. So basically, that's going to be sticking through your roof, going up, and it's got that shanty cap on it. Well, you're going to pull all that out, but you can reuse this by making up, give me the template, by making up a template. Now, this one I happen to have made out of cardboard, but I do have one that I have out of metal. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to fit this down over this piece that comes up, because that's where the 4-inch B-vent's going to come through. You need a larger hole. This here is the size of the outer pipe. So when this drops down, you want this part right here. As you can see, it goes in. This part is going to slip into that boot. This template, which is the size of the vent pipe, will be perfect for you to cut it, and when you slip this through, now you have a perfect hole. Put a little bull, put a little roof cement, and you're good to go. Now, here Michael, just hold that a second. Now, when it comes down through the roof, you're going to get one of these brackets. It could be either metal or it could be plastic. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to fit this on the vent pipe, and then you're going to get it level in your attic, or the attic of the garage, wherever it is, and you're going to secure this to a beam, to a rafter, build out the beam of the rafter so that it fits onto this. And now this thing will fit vertical through. And this is all that sticks out of the roof, from the black up. That's what sticks out. Come a little this way. Take what sticks out of the roof, is this black, UV protected. There's no thimble like in the horizontal vent kit. This is what you're going to find out. Hold it tight, Mike. I'm going to take this off. All right, this all comes within this box. Instruction sheet, the vent, and the actual clip. Then, as you can see here, now you're not going to get this straight down. So once you come through the attic, you're going to have to angle through the hole in the sheetrock and angle it into the top of your tankless heater. Because as you can see, this thing fits right like that. I mean, if your roof was right there, it would be perfect. It'd be vented right out, but it's never. You're always going to come up with a piece, probably 245s to the hole that's in the ceiling, and then up with one or two other pieces, and I showed you how to cut it, and then to this. With this, you want to work backwards. You want to work from the roof down and cut your last piece. Take this off my. So you want to come through the roof into the attic, come through the hole in the sheetrock, angle it over, and try to use 45s, not elbows. Elbows take up footage, because if you look inside the Rinnai manual, it will tell you how many feet of this U-bank venting you could use. So 45s, and then your last piece right here is what you want to cut. Now, when you roof ventilate, Michael, take out the condensate trap. You want to use either Rinnai's condensate trap, and I'll again include the model number in the description below. This is Rinnai's condensate trap. Comes with this rubber hose, the trap, and some clamps. Now, this unit happens to be a trainer, and I don't, but on the units, you're going to find a 1/2-inch stub out right here. You're going to put this, and it'll get mounted right on the wall, nice and neat, take all the kinks out of it, then out of the bottom of it, you could use CPVC pipe outside the wall. You can also use clear tubing. Make a loop out of it, zip tie it. You just want to have about 12 inches of pipe, zip tie it to here, put a strap down, and then CPVC outside the wall. So, because you're going to condensate when you do vertical ventilation of this unit. All right. As far as the condensing models, the models that have the 2 vents on the top. Now, some of the older RC series condensing units, or the first generation, do not have the double vent. They have a single vent. That you can only use the U-bank venting, and that's the poly outside and the plastic, poly and poly, now metal. And you could do the same thing, horizontal venting or vertical venting, but you have to use it with the box that's marked for condensing appliance only. In this case, when you have the double vent, you can leave this cap in, which is the fresh air intake. Take off this cap, you'll have that sticking out of the top of the unit. And then you could use that to go through the roof for condensing venting only. Or you can leave the 2 on, take this cap off, and now run 2 3-inch pieces of pipe, schedule 40. Remember in the other video, not foam core, it has to be schedule 40. All fittings are 40. Pipe is either red lettering or black lettering, and my son's getting it right now. He's going to show it to you. That's the schedule 40 red letters. Okay? So then you take off the cap, discard it. Now you can run this up either out your wall or through the roof. But when you get up there, they have to be a minimum of 12 inches apart, and then with returns on them, or 45s down to prevent rain from getting in. Okay, YouTube? I hope this was helpful. It's very important. Again, it's extremely important that you vent this with their approved vent, and you'll get 25 years of basic foolproof hot water out of one of these Rinnai systems. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for all of the comments, all of the subscribes and the likes. And again, I'm going to include my email. Email me with your contact information, and I will be more than happy to give you a call. I do it at night, or I do it on the weekends, and I'll discuss your problem with you. Remember to include the model number. I need to know the gas type, propane or natural. I need to know about how old it is and what location it's in. And if you have any photos, email me the photos so I can look at them first and then let you know. All right, YouTube? If any of you out there are woodworkers, check out my other channel, Mike's Wood Shop. where I do a bit of woodworking and cabinet building, and I do a tremendous amount of tool reviews. Okay? I hope you have a nice day, and me and my son Michael, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.